Ring, 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 ring.
Hello?
Is this Mr. Stanley?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, we have a bit of a problem. This is Mrs. Smith, Johnny's mom. I just got a call from the school nurse with some major concerns, and now Johnny's in a lot of trouble. Can you please explain yourself why you didn't contact me first about my son?
Well, let me explain the situation real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was walking down the hallway, and because, well, hallways tend to have echoed voices, Johnny and Timmy were all alone in the hallway, and they happened to have this conversation about a party they went to last night and how high they were. I didn't think much of it because of how great these students are. They're the top of my class, as well as many other teachers. They're on the honor roll and looking at getting into some very exciting colleges and careers. But what I am concerned with was their behavior when I approached them. I was not suspicious at all, but I was more concerned about some of the language use that was going on during their conversation.
Well, high can be used in a lot of contexts. Maybe they were talking about how high they were jumping off a roof, which would be dumb, but you never know. They're boys. They do dumb things.
Well, your children are not dumb. Johnny especially is not dumb. He's smart. What I have to say is that when I approached them, I talked to them in an unsuspicious manner, but their behavior was erratic and quite unusual to what I am used to. Timmy had his head down the entire time, and he looked like he was shaking like a leaf. But Johnny, on the other hand, looked me dead in the eye, and there was almost this blank canvas in front of me, as if he was talking to me, but also very erratically.
Well, maybe he was worried about Timmy, and maybe Timmy was doing something. You know, the nurse didn't tell me anything about Timmy, but only about my son, of course. But maybe he was doing something, and Johnny was just kind of scared and trying to cover up for his best friend.
Yes, you're very correct. But again, covering up things seems a bit suspicious. So I am not a medical professional. I am not licensed to see the symptoms of someone who may be under the substance of whatever it may be. So I contemplated the situation, and I called the school nurse because I am very concerned for their well-being.
Well, and I appreciate your concern, but now my son is in a lot of trouble. And, you know, being a parent, I think that it's my right to have, me be the first person that's contacted, not the nurse, because maybe it's something that I wanted to deal with at home, regardless of where he did it or what he did.
But you have to understand from my position, I am required by law to notice any children on school grounds to report it to the school nurse or any other paraprofessional. I believe the school nurse has found both of the children to be quote-unquote stoned, and I believe that we can work together on trying to help both students, especially Johnny, in this situation, because he is a very bright student and has an excellent future ahead of him.
Well, now that this is on his record, I don't know so much about that.
And again, if we can work together and work through some of the issues that he has going through maybe his life, and try and understand from his viewpoint, we can work on making sure that he doesn't go down a slippery slope. Then again, he could use more drugs or whatever the case may be. I wanted to nip it in the bud first at this point and not have something worse happen later on.
Yeah, well, now I'm just really concerned because, I thought we had that relationship where, you would contact me first. I understand your concern and I appreciate that, but I guess we're gonna have to move forward from here, and anything in the future, I get that you have to report it, but as a parent, I still think that I should be the one to notice, or be notified first, and I guess now I'll have to work with the nurse and figure this all out.
You have to understand the authorities were not authorized, we're not called. Now, if I hadn't made the call to call the nurse, something more tragic would have happened. Say they would have been under the substance use while driving their vehicle, or in a worse case, with friends who might be enablers to their situation. Now we are able to work together, and it's not on a crime. They haven't committed a crime yet, so it's best that we start now and look forward to the future.
Yeah, I understand. All right. Well, thanks for your time.
All right.
Bye.
Well, thank you. Bye.